Welcome to Who Put This On, Season 10, Episode 9, where we watch Maxxed Out, Season 1, Episode 1. And it's really just an income issue. Chris Lorenz.
You think I'm skimming off the top? This is Brian.
I am not a Neanderthal. This is Noah Singer. Ugh.
One of the things I'll yield on is bacon. This is Maxxed.
Those were all quotes from this week's show, but last week we watched Battle of the Fates, or Battle of Fates, I think it was called.
Yeah.
And I posted the podcast way too late for this recording. My bad. So we'll go over it next week. So vote in the poll for that show and this show on Twitter at Who Put This On. Noah, what was this week's show?
Financial expert and coach Leah Collins is answering the call of a concerned nominator who has friends or family on the brink of financial collapse. That's the weirdest fucking intro we've ever read. A concerned nominator that is maxed out on HBO Maxxed Out.
Thank you, Noah. So this show, I feel like this is a unique show for us. I don't know if we've done a show like this before.
Yeah.
But essentially, two people, there's a financial advisor that comes and gives this couple advice. And we follow them through somewhat of a journey for this, like finding out their actual financials and I don't know, other stuff we'll get into. But Brian, what did you think about this show?
I think that the premise of this show is really interesting. I think that they could have done this in such a better way, or even found a better couple for the first episode. Because I think that was just kind of okay, yeah, you're in this bad position. Great. You kind of go shopping. You don't see anything too wild, but it was a little out there. It wasn't anything that was reality show worthy, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
My main problem with this show is that these people that this person comes in is you gotta make more money. And I'm like, that is never good advice to give. So what do you mean? That's not a financial advisor says you gotta come in and make more money.
I mean, for them, I think it may have been the right advice.
I mean, it's advice you could give. I'm not saying you can't give that advice. But that can't be your only way to keep yourself under budget.
Well, I think I think one, it's okay advice to give two, but I think she does contextualize it nicely, saying the median income for their area is double their income.
You're a little far back from your mic, Noah.
Ooh, man, rough.
Anyway, I mean, so it's I can't stand this. The guy has an accounting degree. And he hated accounting. He hated it. And then he goes into, truck driving, and he seemed pretty happy about it. And then the advice she gives him is you should be an accountant, you'll make a lot more money. I'm but
okay,
what about his happiness and his life? What are we doing?
Okay, let's set the stage for our listeners. It's a couple, they have 2 kids. The man, he's a truck driver. He works 60-hour weeks currently. She is a stay-at-home mom. Their total income per year, $65K. Their monthly spend, $6K.
Not true. Yeah, so she has periodic income that she said comes out to 25 to 30 a year. But it's not dependent. It's not stable.
That is true. That is correct. Sorry, my bad.
No, that's also the thing. It's not really your bad too, because they also throw it out there randomly in the show. Then they don't incorporate it when they do their obligations and income. So they also confuse you a little bit.
Mm-hmm. But nonetheless, their income given on if she has worked that year or not is either 65 or 90. Their monthly spend is $6K, and they have $250K in debt. That's so much. That's so much to claw back. It's crazy.
No, there's another issue.
Their house.
Yeah, it's their house in
Oh,
their
it's their
car.
mortgage? Then what the I don't like this show. Fuck this show.
Yeah, it was
Give
their
me some context.
Yeah, it was their mortgage, which is like also a really screwy way that she portrayed it. So she went over their debt obligations. It
Yeah.
was, I believe it was three line items. It was like house,
I have
car,
the photo. I have
and
the photo.
yeah, and then there was credit card interest,
It
which
was
like obviously,
mortgage, 2 car loans, and credit cards.
okay, great.
$1,100 mortgage payment, $700 for cars, $550 credit cards as like the
Okay.
minimum payment on credit cards, which is, not great. But,
Okay. That's a lot more reasonable. I should not have been the math guy here.
Yeah, she
Or
made them feel like, oh my God, you have so much debt. It's like, no, you're like being pretty wise on taking out a mortgage and not paying all cash for your house. Like that's very reasonable.
yeah.
Okay, sorry. We'll get into this more, I guess. I just have a bugaboo about this show and the advice that was given, and I don't like it. I don't like it. But anyway, so we got Leah Collins. He's our financial advisor. And Corey and Nina are the couple. Corey works 60 hours, we talked about. Nina's a stay-at-home mom for their 2 kids. And Corey invited Leah over because Nina buys too many knickknacks. And the knickknacks add up. And Nina is pretty offended by this. At least she plays it up. I don't know. She's either a really good actor or like she actually really is offended by this. I don't know. She said she's raging. I'm livid.
I mean, she seems justified by it. Like they kind of like put Corey to the test. Big if he has a clue what's going on, he got no clue.
He's got no clue.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. So Nina's running this place.
Yeah,
So, like,
Nina is she's the one paying all the bills. She's the one that looking at the money. This dude is just spending money. He's like, I'm going to go to the bar and drink with my buddies, and I don't care how much it costs. And she's like there at the grocery store trying to spend like $100 to feed this family.
yeah. The amount of cluelessness he has on the expenses going out was surprising.
And the gall of him to be like, she's spending all my money. Somebody's gotta feed this fucking family. And as we've seen they take him to a grocery store and say, you do it. And he fails.
Yeah. He could have like had some semblance of like anything in the house, but like he just it was clear like he had no fucking idea what he was doing.
Nope.
Which is interesting that like he brought her on. At least the show makes it seem like that. Like, I don't know if that's the truth.
Oh,
it's hard to tell. It's hard to
Right.
tell on one of these.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it definitely is funny because like he's meant like, hey, I need to whip her into shape, and it's like, bro.
Yeah.
Corey, what are you doing to us?
So Corey makes 60 to 70K a year, and she is a freelance voice actress. And so they thought their budget was $3,300 a month. And Christina was like, that's pretty good. For a family of 4, that's only 40K a year. You'd be saving a lot of money. Like if that's like what you're pulling in.
Yeah.
And then that's not their budget. They spent $6,000 a month.
Yes.
But I'm sure like the 3,300 just they didn't think about things the right way. Like that's like all the bills or something probably.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Yeah, like especially Nina, like she seems to actually know what's going on.
Yep.
Yeah, and then they go over their main goals. They want to go on a vacation. Pretty good goal. They want a bigger house. She wants a 4-bedroom house. And it's got to have his or her sinks.
Such an oddly specific need, but I get it.
You know? the luxuries you want in life, his and her sinks. And like, I feel like the vacation, great. That's a good goal. Like a bigger house, I mean, that's a great long-term goal. But if I'm like, I guess you're talking to a financial advisor, that's what it would be. But realistically, they can't afford that.
Yeah,
But,
in the
you know,
current state,
it
absolutely not.
it is good to think long term though, and they have like some short term and some long term. So I don't think it's like bad to mention that.
No, I think it's pretty reasonable. Like one thing they didn't dig into as well is like where they live. They just mentioned like the Dallas area, give or take, and like obviously there's like cheaper places, more expensive places. Um, like Dallas isn't crazy expensive, but it's still like a major city, right? You can live in
Mm-hmm.
like the middle of Oklahoma, probably doing all right.
I mean, like, I guess like the advice of, you need to be making more is valid. Like if somebody came up to me and was like, I really want a bigger house. And then like the only way to get a bigger house would be like, okay, well, you got to make more money. Right. If that's like your number one goal in life is to like get a bigger house or, get money pressure off your back and you're like, well, then you got to make more money. But at the end of the day, I don't like that advice. I just don't like it. I feel like
mean,
it should be a lot more of like living within your means, and that's just what I would be telling people, and that's why I'm not a financial advisor. So I don't know.
yeah. I think there's a few things though. Like we went over their expenses, and I think they're actually relatively fine. Like there's nothing I think really crazy about
I
it.
have the screenshot of the expenses. You want it?
The alcohol, the $250 a month on alcohol stood out. I
Here
remember
we
that.
go. Monthly expenses: utilities $395, groceries $600, car insurance $366, life insurance $125, health insurance $1,200, home insurance $332, cell phones $160, church tithing $250, extras dash liquor $250. So a couple things I think are pretty expensive is car insurance. He's paying a lot in car insurance.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a reason for that.
Yeah, I know. They go over that he's been in like multiple accidents. And his health insurance is, obviously apparently not covered by his employment, which is really where that like 60 to 70K really falls flat when you compare it to a lot of other jobs where like health insurance is included, because you're spending here, how much, like you're spending like 20K on health insurance
Yeah,
alone.
right. No, it's a lot. But I think in general, right? Like you said, 6,600, right? Is there money out, and the church tithing and the alcohol, call it like the most unnecessary. Everything else in there is like pretty reasonable. So less than 10% is like on get rid of. Like it's not a huge amount. Like I'd say they're living pretty frugal. Like there's no like dining out expenses in there. There's no vacation. It's no like streaming services. You know what I mean? Like they're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know. Maybe that is good advice. I don't know. Like if you need a job that gives us health insurance,
I think that'd be better advice.
like you don't need to make more money. Well, you do, but by more money, you need health insurance.
Yeah, I do think that would be more sound. I do find it kind of funny. So I am looking at Leah Collins. She's not that popular.
How did she get this gig?
So she's done
Really?
TV appearances. She got 800 followers on her Facebook page, 12,000 followers on her Instagram, and those are her social medias. Like, she has her own website, right? And so that's what she links to. Yeah, I don't know. Like, she seems fine enough, right? Like, she's raising a kid by herself. She got this job. Like, good for her. But like, I just don't know where the credibility comes from necessarily. And
If we're speaking about her, I feel like I hate it. I did not like her. She had like this schmoozy smile all the time, and like had these weird like, just like I'm trying to schmooze you, kind of like car salesman vibe going on, and I no thanks.
mm-hmm.
Was it just like the smile, or like was there anything else about it? That because it seemed like she was still kind of giving advice or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I just didn't like her smile, dude. I don't know what to tell you. There's a lot of it. She's constantly smiling like the Joker. I don't know.
The Joker's great. I didn't get that vibe, but I do like the reference. I appreciate it. Makes me happy.
Yeah. And my wife, Christina, said that she's kind of ripping off Dave Ramsey.
Yeah. I mean, he's really big on like no debt, which I think is also misguided. But it's like I think his thing is like people that really just have very little financial literacy, and so they don't have the competence to deal with that. Which I think if you have to choose one way or the other, I get it, right? But I also think that most people could learn financial competency 101, right? And kind of like take advantage of debt. But that's, I'm not that knowledgeable, but seems reasonable.
I mean, you're not wrong, like, but people get themselves in a lot of trouble with debt.
For sure.
And like this guy got in a huge car accident and got a bunch of medical debt. So like, and then people start off with student loan debt a lot of times. So it's like, you could tell people, you could say debt's okay, which it is. Like, you're making more money now because you went to school, but you're paying for it after. Like, there's good in a sense, but then there's also like, you can really get yourself in a hole pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You're a truck driver, but you're paying back your accounting loans.
Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate for him, right? Like, you kind of find out too late, like, what you like and don't like. But, yeah, I mean, truck driving ain't no, like, peachy job, right? That's a hard-ass job, and it doesn't pay that well. And it's also going out of business. Like, so, I don't know.
The thing is, it's like he's a local truck driver. The advice could have been like, hey, go and be the long haul truck driver. They make decent money. They make six figures.
I didn't realize that. So he's like coming home every night?
That's what it seemed like.
Yeah, he was always a freelance one, so like I guess he's doing like more local stuff anyway, because like the national ones were like very regulated, because like they have to like track like how long they're driving and all that fun stuff. So it's not just like you can hire somebody on and just like go for it.
I get the impression that if he wasn't coming home pretty regularly, Nina would have let us know.
Yeah.
Now, he did say he worked 60-hour weeks, so that's a tough work week.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought trucking's all like free agency, basically. Like, it's like very much supply, like there's like an exchange, kind of like, who wants to go get this? You pick it up, and everyone's like an independent contractor. There's like an operator who like kind of has like a loose relationship. But I thought it's really like super independent.
I think there is some trucking like that, and I think there are some big companies that,
Yeah, there are sometimes some middleman companies that are a layer in the middle of all of that, but both are true.
Yeah. That would be the advice I would give him. It's like, hey, go do this, and like, you'll see your family a lot less, but your financial pressures will be way less. That's what I would suggest.
I mean, so in the follow-up at the end of the episode, are we allowed to talk about that yet?
Sure.
Basically, he finds a job that is like management of trucking So he makes the same overall amounts, but he's down from 60 hours to 40 hours. Seems like a huge improvement.
Yeah.
And he said something about how he can like sort of put his accounting skills to use there. So, hey, best of both worlds, arguably. 40-hour work week. Can't complain. More time to do stuff with the kids.
Yeah.
Gives his wife a lot more flexibility if she wants to work.
Yeah, like Nina seems like she can earn. You know, like, so yeah, I think it's really good. One thing we didn't touch on. So, did you get Corey? He's buying some what I thought would be beer at the market.
Yeah. Stop
Like,
here.
Not so he buys Smirnoff Ice.
Unironically, just like out in the open, like, hey guys, I drink Smirnoff Ice.
Well, worse, they're at the grocery store, and he's like, do I want it? Do I not want it? He's a grown-ass man who can't make a decision off Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah, well, they go into the store with a $150 budget, right? And he's like going around buying all this stuff, like, gotta have bacon, gotta have that, gotta get my Apple Jacks, gotta get my Smirnoff Ice. And then at the end, you got 208, which is over his $150 budget. So he has to take things off. And every single thing he takes off is like a splurge for him. Like he's got Red Bull and like fancy cereal and Smirnoff and something else. And it's like, yeah, dude.
I mean, I think it's okay to drink Smirnoff Ice. Like, I don't want to put someone down for liking something. I mean, I'm just surprised. I don't think I've seen someone like over 35 like truly enjoy Smirnoff Ice. Like, it's just impressive. Good for him, you know?
I did notice when they were at the Elvis bar talking to his friends, he was not drinking beer at the Elvis bar.
I noticed that. Yeah. Well, yeah, it was hard to tell. It was some kind of like.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it wasn't beer. It was like some weird color. But like, I feel like another big detriment of the show is like all this wasted time talking to friends and shit. Just like, move on. Like a lot of time, just like setting up shots of a bar and then shots of friends, and like friends have like weird advice, and it's like, I thought we were here to get advice from a financial planner, not some random people's friends.
I like that. I thought it was fun bringing in, you know, the fam and the friends.
I thought this was a good like idea for a show. It was interesting for the first like 15 minutes or so. And then the next 30 minutes, I'm just like, I don't care about these people enough to watch a 40-minute show about them.
This show could be a lot shorter. Or they could fit like 2 families in an episode.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying you could easily cut these like friend BS. Because it's like padding the show.
I can see that.
Let's see, what other...
This so clearly feels to me like Discovery Plus schlock that got dragged into HBO Max.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
actually, fun.
So, it's produced by Oprah Winfrey. It's an Oprah Winfrey Network show.
It's an OWN show.
Yeah. So, I don't even know what happens with cable anymore, but it feels like it's filler for OWN.
The other thing that we didn't mention is they go to a junkyard. They have this junkyard segment, which is so cliche. They're like, we're at the junkyard because you're one disaster away from disaster.
That was the worst thing. I forgot about that. That was so stupid.
More explicitly, she says, I brought you to a scrapyard because Corey's been in 3 accidents in the past year or something. Which, like, wow, fucking macabre. She's like, 23% of Americans have had a financial nightmare in the past year.
I think it's okay to be macabre, but, like, I think it was a little too over the top. Like, you don't think they're aware he's in a dangerous job? Like, I don't know.
And then the financial planner is like, okay, I know you need to spend less money, but you need to spend more money on these insurances just in case, like disability and hospital and life insurance.
Yeah.
Which
No
she's
job.
not wrong, but
No.
like it's a hard thing to tell people when they're like, well, we want to spend less money, and now you're telling me I need to spend another $400 a month on this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, she's an okay. Like, she seems like this mix between financial and relationship coach. Like, she like goes in and out. I don't know.
I mean, they did point that like whole aspect of like over half of divorces are a result of like financial disagreements.
Yeah. I think
It
like
definitely does.
oh,
Oh, go on.
I just think money is like the way you can show how you value things, right? And so like I get the stat, but I think it's actually just like representation of just like a mixed match in values. If that makes sense. You know, like I
Yeah.
don't think it's truly about money. Like you're not making enough, or why'd you spend? You know, it's
Yeah, it's a mismatch, and like that is kind of where like it goes into like the relationship side. You're right.
yeah.
I mean, Nina might need to find a new sugar daddy, with somebody that makes more money.
Mm.
Nina definitely, like the financial advisor's like, you need to make more money. And Nina's like all these excuses through the whole show to be like, she doesn't want to work. And,
Don't blame her. Yeah.
They definitely have like a huge thing of I want to vet like everybody for the kids. So like they probably have like a high criteria for that, which fair, but it doesn't really help like when you're like trying to like provide for everybody.
Yeah. Did we learn how old these kids are?
one of them was 4.
Okay.
I don't know how old the other one was. But like at that point, at your like income bracket, it does make sense with 2 kids to stay home and watch them until they go to school. So
Oh, yeah.
like, yeah, that makes perfect sense because you're going to be not earning enough money really realistically to like put them in daycare and then, which is a valid excuse and it's what they should have said. And their like big win was the sister said she would watch the kids part-time or something.
Right.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's something about it too, and I was like, this doesn't seem real.
Yeah, I don't believe that. But you're on a show, so you need to have some sort of conclusion, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's all the minutia I have for this show.
Yeah, I think that works. Yeah. Oh wait,
Um,
no, wait. What was his friend's name? Something.
Oh yes, you're
Was it
right. I wrote it down. Knowledge. His dude's name is Knowledge.
Oh,
I mean,
I missed
honestly,
that. That's great.
I'm sorry, that's a sick nickname.
Wait, do you think it's a nickname?
Literally have that
It
in my
was-
notes.
Yeah.
I don't think he popped out of a birth canal and his mom said, "That's knowledge."
I don't know. That'd be pretty great. That's amazing.
There's knowledge here. Knowledge.
Fellas, take notes.
It's a very good name. Very good name.
Yeah, Max. You're on it. Knowledge. Or 7. Or Mug. All right. Who's the worst human being? I don't know. What's
Probably
our
that
order?
guy that got into an accident with Corey. He said it
He's
wasn't
not on
his
the show. He's not on the show. It can't be.
Is it?
I'm gonna say Corey for trying to set up Nina and then like being the cause for stuff.
No, that's a good candidate. I mean, that's a good candidate and cause.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
feel like. Go ahead.
here's my counterpoint. Corey, I thought he was very funny to watch, even if he is a bad person.
He did carry the show, I feel. I feel like the
Oh,
show would
yeah.
have been way worse without Corey.
He had a lot of character.
Oh yeah, he was great.
I feel like Corey and Nina had good rapport. Like, they were
Yeah.
fun to watch.
Mhm.
Like, as much as I don't like this show, mainly for the financial advice that was given, to be honest, and, like, the longevity of it, but the two of them were fun to watch. I would watch more of their, like, life. I don't know. Like, would I watch more of this Leah Collins person? No.
Yeah, give these guys a show. That's the real.
Yeah.
David Zaslav, hit us up.
Oprah, call us.
Oh, so for that reason, I think the worst person on the show is Leah Hayes, because that's the only other person we really have to choose from.
Yeah, I was debating that. Yeah.
Because she wasted 45 minutes of all of ours time.
All right. I'm dying for this question right now. Noah, what speed did Max watch this show at?
So, this is gonna be. I think it's a solid 2. It's a 2xer. Max has been really going ham on the 1, but this one didn't have a lot of content in it. You could pick it up. No subtitles. Yeah, dos X.
Brian, what do you got for me? I'm gonna go 1.5. I think that he probably wanted to speed it up, but there was still a little bit of humor there.
The way Max is talking about the show, seems like he watched it at normal speed. I'm gonna go normal 1x.
You're all wrong. It was a 1.25.
Damn.
Gotta keep him guessing.
Man.
I would like to introduce a new question to the pod. We have to answer it every episode from here on out.
Okay.
When's the last time you had a Smirnoff Ice? Maybe 2016. I'm not really sure. I'm like,
no.
wait, would an ice hit right now?
I think we all need to have one to kind of reset the count.
I don't. This is a terrible question. Unknown. I don't know the last time I had an ice.
It's a fair question though. Maybe they changed the formula, right? Maybe Corey knows. You don't know.
He did have like a Smirnoff Ice variety pack. It wasn't just like regular ice flavor. What is the regular ice flavor anyway? I don't know.
Smirnoff flavor? I don't know. Somebody did recently ask me, have you seen the new Queer Eye? And I said, I watched the episode with the Redneck Mountain Dew. Maybe we need to bring back drinks from whatever we watch. Maybe we all got to pick up a Smirnoff Ice for next week.
I'm out. I can't do any more of that Redneck Margarita stuff. That was so gross. Go listen to season 1, episode 1, I think, for the Redneck Margarita. No? Was that the first episode?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
No. We didn't taste it that episode, but I think did they talk about it? Oh, no. It was from Floribama Shore, wasn't it?
No, that's from
It
Queer
was,
Eye.
yeah. Wait.
Oh, you're right. It was from Queer Eye.
But they also do drink it on Floribama Shore. No,
I feel like we tried
guy.
it on some episode, but I couldn't tell you what episode that was. Maybe we could look through the transcripts and find
the ancient tomes.
The tomes. Yeah, we'll have to go to the papyrus and find out. All right. Would this show be better as a Quibi or TikTok? I think inarguably the show would be better as a 20-minute show. 40-minute shows too long. But would it be better as a TikTok? What do you think, Noah?
No, because I think if the advice was really good and insightful, then I think you'd get like good TikTok content, right? You get like a nice little hit. But Leah Collins' advice, not good. So
Well,
no,
yeah. I mean, it's not a good TikTok because she's got no followers. She's not
that
good at making TikToks.
that as well. You know, clearly that is not how she makes bank. But she seems to be making some money. But you know, not from that.
Drinking rules. Drinking rules. Anytime a monetary value is mentioned, take a drink.
That's
Brian,
a
what do you
tough
got
one.
for me?
Every time they mention like how close you are to disaster, take a drink.
Max?
Every time they mention that this guy's been in a car crash, take a drink.
Noah?
Every time they show stacks of bills, take a drink.
Do you take a drink per stack?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you drink while they do it.
All right. We do ratings. We do a top, middle, and bottom third. And some people do buckets in their buckets. Brian, what do you got for me?
The thing is, this show did not capture me, but at the same time, I'm interested in trying to. Like, there's a reason why like Dave Ramsey is like popular, and there's not enough in the space. But maybe there's another episode that's better. I don't know. Bottom of the middle.
Bottom of the middle. What do you got, Noah?
Yeah, it's a bottom show. This ain't good. I like Corey. I like Nina. I think we've been like on a decent streak of shows, and this one does not hit as well easily. I think this is actually the first bottom of the bottom in a long time. Like, there's very
Wow.
few redeeming points about it. Yeah, I mean, this is more of a relative ranking. I think if I was just like rank it like more straight off the cuff, it's middle of the bottom. But no, I think there would be bottom of the bottom. Bad advice could be edited better. Corey and Nina, lovely, but yeah, bottom of the bottom.
Max, what do you got for us?
I think the 250K in debt was misrepresented. And if that were a real number of like credit card debt or something, I would have been like, holy shit, this is crazy. And this would have been a better show. But I feel misguided. And for that, it's a middle of the bottom. Purely because of Corey and Nina, they were okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with bottom third, especially since like each week we'll have different families, and the family was actually entertaining this week. I can only imagine what the show would be like with like an average reality show person, and like how uninteresting they are. Like, not only is Leah Collins like terrible, and the families could be terrible, and then the advice is like like advice I wouldn't give and I don't agree with. It's like, no, I'm not watching more of the show. Bottom third. Like you're so close to being a middle third just because the family this week is so good. But like other than that, this show has very low redeeming qualities for sure. Tell us what you thought about the show on Twitter at @WhoPutThisOn and Facebook.com/WhoPutThisOn and wherever else at WhoPutThisOn. Brian, any shout outs this week?
No shout outs this week. I think I have not really been like watching. Oh, no, actually, B Scheme season 2. I kind of started that, and that's been kind of fun. Just same realm as the other one.
Noah, any shout outs this week?
Not like a shout out, but what I've been into. So I started the DTF show. DTF St. Louis, I think it's called. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Like, I don't really know exactly where it's going. It's a lot of unexpected bits. But it seems like it'll be worth it.
Can I provide a counterpoint to your point? Can you explain the show? Like, I don't get it.
So I think I've only watched episode 1. Maybe like
I watched episode 1 because I love Jason Bateman, and I feel like the other guy, what's his name from Stranger Things, David Harbour.
Yeah.
Really entertaining actors. I like them, but like the show, I didn't find good at all.
Oh,
Like, it felt like it's sad, dour, and like not funny in any way. Like a lot. I heard online that this is a dark comedy, and I feel like people are using this too frequently because it's not funny. Like, so you're not a comedy. I don't understand how things can be a dark comedy when they're not funny. Like, I just
Pause. Noah, did you think it was funny or just interesting?
some of the earlier parts of the episode I found like actually were kind of funny. They had some bits in it. But I'd say at least the last half of it or so was not funny, just like a drama.
I don't know. I did not enjoy
Did
it.
you watch it, Max?
No, I haven't. I'm not opposed, but I
We
like
need a
Jason
tiebreaker.
Bateman.
You guys have to watch it so we can find out if it's good or not.
I like Jason Bateman. I don't care about David Harbour. I don't care about St. Louis. I do care about Linda Cardellini.
Yeah, she's in it too. St. Louis doesn't play a huge role in it. I'd
Not
say
yet.
at least so far. It's kind of City USA, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
What I will shout out is Rooster, the other show on HBO Max right now with Steve Carell. Actually funny about father and daughter and dealing with divorce, and I had a good time. I laughed a couple times, but I laughed a lot during the rise and fall of Reggie Dinkins, which is a Peacock sitcom with Tracy Morgan, and I'd recommend that.
Yeah,
And
that looks
Scout
pretty
is now on the video, which you cannot see because there's no video.
yeah. I'm glad that's good. The Reggie show. I've been getting a lot of ads for it, and
Yeah, I would watch. I'd watch it. I think it's funny, but Christina hates Tracy Morgan, but she laughed. She said she hates Tracy Morgan. She was laughing during the episode, so I don't know.
I don't think I've ever heard of anyone not liking Tracy Morgan.
Well, here you go. There's a first time for everything.
I have two thoughts on Tracy Morgan. Number one time I saw him driving a Lamborghini around New Jersey. Number two, I think to this day, I could not confidently tell you if his real life name was Morgan or Jordan.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I saw him at the Comedy Cellar the one time I went. I think it was him, and he was really drunk. And he was still kind of funny, but he was too drunk to be doing anything. Max, any shout outs this week?
I feel like yes, but I don't really remember what. I saw Hamnet. I would say it's good.
I heard it's very good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I definitely thought when it first came out, it's like a modern version of Hamlet, and then someone's like, no, not at all. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, not much this week.
So as for next week, we're going to be doing Age of Attraction, which is the new show on Netflix. Nice. So we get hyped for Love Month. We did no love shows during Love Month, so we got to make up for it.
Yeah. I know I definitely in for Age of Attraction, but I will keep pushing if we should break the rule for S50 because
of Survivor.
Yeah, it's Fitty. It's pretty big.
I just don't think there's more to talk about.
I don't. Maybe it's evolved. It's kind of going back to the Smirnoff Ice. Like maybe it's evolved. 50 years later.
I feel like if you want to do Survivor S50, we could do like not an S10E09, where we could talk about like I don't know, some other episode.
We'll get the variety pack, and we'll get some Survivor branded.
I feel like we talked a lot about one of the seasons of Survivor because we talked about it week to week.
Is there Survivor branded food? Is there like Survivor Taco Bell or Oreos or something?
Yeah, it's rice. There's Survivor rice. It's plain white. You make it yourself. You only get so many packets. I don't know where I'm going. That's a terrible joke. All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Where can they find us? Can they find us anywhere?
No, they can't find. They can't. They can't find us.
Don't